with invaluable ammunition. In return, Barr was only too eager to provide publicity and an open off forum. As we have also noted, however, Barr's attack, at least in part, was directed at the Israeli government, whom it held as responsible for the delays. As the international team themselves, Eisenman was careful to distance himself from Barr's position in this respect to attack the Israeli government. He felt was simply to divert attention from the real problem, the withholding of information. Despite this initial difference of approach, however, Barr's contribution has been immense since the spring of 1989. In particular, the magazine has sustained a relentless, non-stop barrage of articles directed at the delays and deficiencies of Qumran scholarship. And research. Barr's basic position is that in the end the Dead Sea Scrolls are public treasures. As for the international team, the team of editors has now become more an obstacle to publication than a source of information. Barr has in general pulled very few punches and indeed often comes very close to the legal limits of what can be printed. And while Eisenman may not have shared Barr's eagerness to attack the Israeli government, there is no question that those attacks have helped to produce at least some results. Thus, for example, the Israeli authorities were persuaded to assume some measure of authority over the unpublished Qumran material. In April 1989, the Israeli Archaeological Council appointed a scroll oversight committee to supervise the publication of all Qumran texts and ensure that the members of the international team were indeed fulfilling their assigned tasks. In the beginning, the creation of this committee may have been something of a cosmetic exercise intended merely to convey the impression that something constructive was being done in practice. However, as the international team have continued to drag their feet, the committee has assumed more and more power, as we have noted. Father Benoit's timetable, according to which the whole of the Qumran material would be published by 1993, was superseded by Strugnell's new and theoretically at least more realistic timetable. With a deadline of 1996, Eisenman had remained profoundly skeptical of the team's intentions. Barr was more vociferous. The suggested timetable the magazine proclaimed was a hoax and a fraud. It was not signed. Barr pointed out it technically bound no one to anything. It made no provision whatever for progress reports or proof that the international team were actually doing their jobs. What would happen? Barr asked the Israeli Department of Antiquities if the